So Shim, you've already achieved such great things, and we all know you're going to go on and achieve even more. The fans need to know, how do you pronounce your name?
Shumaira Mheuka.
So Shim, we want to go back onto your journey so far this season. So if we look at July, you signed your scholarship with the club. What was that feeling like?
Again, amazing. I think we went to Stamford Bridge for that as well. I was just taking it all in, really. Growing up supporting them, it was a dream come true to sign my scholarship. So amazing feeling.
And what was it like stepping into the under-18s as a full-time scholar?
I feel like I took everything in my stride, to be honest. I like to get my head down and just, get on with things. And yeah, I enjoyed stepping into the 18s full-time program.
So then you started with the 18s and you quickly made a jump to the 21s. What was that feeling like for you?
Yeah, well, again, it was amazing to make the jump from the 18s to the 21s. I can never let the highs be too high, of course. Just got to keep playing my game and, allow my football to do the talking and just want to keep kicking on and see what I can do.
And there was one game in particular I want to talk about. Against Fulham, you got your first under-21s goal. Yeah. What was that feeling like?
I think it was more relieved, to be honest with you. I hadn't scored in a while before that, but scoring and celebrating, doing that knee slide, with the Chelsea badge on and the blue kit, it was a special feeling for me. London derby, clean sheet as well, away from home, 6-0 win, so it was amazing, an amazing performance as well from all of my teammates. An amazing performance, an amazing day for us.
And how do you find the under-21 squad? Are you close? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, no, very close. I'm pretty sure, put a TikTok out there recently. You could see that the boys, they gel well together. A lot of jokes flying about, but when it's a serious matter and time to get down to business, we know when to do that as well. It's an amazing group of boys, and obviously me making my debut, I couldn't have done it without having such an amazing group of boys that allow me to be the player that I like to be and I want to be going forward.
Let's rewind back to February when you made your Premier League debut. What was the feeling like stepping on Stamford Bridge?
Yeah, it was surreal. Of course, I've always grown up watching Chelsea, supporting Chelsea, watching Stamford Bridge on the TV, the atmosphere, the fans, the banging of the gates. You always dream to play in such a stadium and to make my debut for such a club. Coming on, you don't really expect, the fans to, cheer or anything. They don't, I'm not too known. When I came on and I heard the fans clapping and cheering, I felt at home, I felt at ease, and I just felt, fully energised. I feel like you could go onto Stamford Bridge with 0 hours of sleep and be fully energised and ready to play a game. So yeah, it was a surreal moment, as I said before. So.
And what did your family say after?
Of course, they were all in tears. A lot of them were speechless. Took loads of photos of them after, and everyone was just happy. Happier than me, I think. I think they're all a lot happier than me. But I feel like I played out in my head so many times. Of course, as I said, I've dreamed of playing at Stamford Bridge and making my debut there. So I think it's played in my head numerous times before it actually happened. So I feel like everything was how I imagined it to be, and being a blue, making my debut at home, the Bridge, being a Chelsea fan, it all feels like it's meant to be, really. So yeah, I just want to keep going and keep kicking on and playing football for the club that I love. So
you made your Conference League debut, was against Astana. What was that feeling like?
Yeah, that was amazing. Knowing that I was going to be on that plane to Astana, there's always a chance that you're coming on. So just had to stay ready, and seeing the crowd in such a stadium, such an environment, it was surreal again. I think I replayed that moment about 1,000 times in my head, me on the sideline. So stepping onto the pitch, knowing that I'm playing for Chelsea FC, it was an amazing feeling, and a feeling that I wish I could, relive over and over again. It was fantastic.
And what was the reaction like from the other teammates and Enzo?
Of course, we're one big family, so everyone was happy for me, everyone was delighted. We had to do a little dance in the change room after, for making a debut. But yeah, everyone, they felt the same emotions I was feeling. I was happy, full of pride and joy. So yeah, it was a great moment.
And with all that experience, what are you taking back to the academy?
Yeah, again, being in such an environment with, World Cup winners and people that have had so much experience, I think you just got to take everything that you can, soak up everything, the quality, the desire, their emotion for the game, their passion for the game, how they take everything seriously. So yeah, I'm taking everything that I can I can learn and, you know, pick off them, I'm taking it all and, yeah, bring it back to the academy. So there's not one thing that I can really pinpoint and say. It's just everything that they do, I'm taking back and, you know, implement it in my game when I'm playing academy football. So.
And you showed that because you played in the FA Youth Cup where you got your hat-trick against Marsha.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like, getting the hat-trick and helping the team go through?
Yeah, it was an amazing feeling. You know, I like to score goals. That's what I want to do. So yeah, to score a hat-trick, it feels amazing. Obviously, receiving the match ball after the game, yeah, it was an amazing feeling. Obviously, sharing it with my teammates and the moment with my family, it was great. It was great feeling, and good few goals in there as well. So I enjoy playing football. Whenever I'm playing football, it's a moment to enjoy. So even FA Youth Cup, knowing the you know, the meaning that it has and the history of the club, it was a shame that, of course, we couldn't go all the way. But just being involved in that tournament for Chelsea FC, it was, you know, a great few games, and it was good to score in a couple of them as well. So yeah, it was amazing. Thank you.
And then came your senior start against Copenhagen. What was the feeling like when Enzo told you were starting for the first time?
Surprisingly, I wasn't too nervous. Obviously, he said that I was starting in the meeting, and, you know, I just took that in, took a deep breath, and, you know, said it's time to, you know, show what I can do. That's what you strive for. You want to be starting in first team football, and to get my first start for Chelsea was an amazing feeling.
And what's it like playing in the Conference League?
It's a great experience. You know, your experience against different teams, different cultures, different styles of play. It's, again, everything for me, it's learning opportunity, a chance for me to grow as a player. Again, I'm only 17, so, you know, I want to take every single experience and really use it towards my game, and yeah, just use it to thrive and keep going. But yeah, it's an amazing experience playing in the Conference League.
And then the under-21s. So you switched back to the under-21s because you're going back and forth. We had Villa at Stamford Bridge. You scored. What was that feeling like, scoring at Stamford Bridge?
Special feeling. It's very good game. And yeah, the feeling was amazing to score. You know, I ran over to the crowd and easily it showed my passion. So there's a lot of kids, you know, that want to take pictures, and, you know, you remember being that age and watching under-21 games when you were that age and wanting to be there and just in awe of all the players. So yeah, after the game I just tried to, you know, get around to all of them that were asking for pictures, and I think I did that. So as I said before, you know, that's your energy, that's what, you know, them being there and supporting us in such a game, and a big game that obviously we needed to win. It was amazing, and I feel like they're the reason that I scored my goal. So yeah.
And you're probably a role model for them. Did you have any role models growing up?
Yeah, of course. My father, he's the main reason why I'm here today, to be honest with you. He was my motivation, you know, when times were tough as well. And also he sacrificed a lot for me to be where I am. And, you know, he always says, you know, I'm doing this for myself, playing football for myself, but really and truly it's for him and my family to really get back to them, and obviously for the love of the game as well. Yeah, so he's a very wise man, and it keeps my head strong and in the right place to go and shine and go and play football. I am Shumaira Mheuka, Shimmy, and this is my journey so far.